You know, I think Purple Suit Kid is going to probably be the antagonist of this whole mini arc. I just have that feeling.
So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Here's the rub.
Okay.
I feel like that kid is just Gideon from Gravity Falls.
Oh my god. I see it too now.
I look. If the dub comes out and that's not just Gideon's voice from Gravity Falls, I'm gonna be very mad. Cause like, it's perfect. He's that kid. He's straight up that kid.
Oh my god.
Little me.
I'm just going to say that I'm like 5% right that Camie has some kind of seduction quirk. I think I was saying last week.
You were. I can confirm that I looked into it because I was curious and couldn't help myself, and that you're wrong.
Oh.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting what she actually does have.
We'll find out next week.
Yes, you will.
Because the trailer made it seem like she has some kind of breath quirk.
Well, I mean, you also have that whole situation with her and, like, just kind of being in a bodysuit, right? Like, her
Yes.
personality just exudes that. Also, that she's a Valley girl.
Because what did it say that, like, oh, Camie, she is idiotic. No, I think the word is upbeat.
I would argue Ditzy. Ditzy's also a good one, based on the personality I've seen so far.
You know what? I like her. She is funny.
I mean, that's fair. I'm not gonna say you can't like that character, but yeah, to me, she seems like she's kind of the ditz. Like, not heavy dits, but there's some ditziness in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the ditziness you'd see in a Valley Girl. Like they're playing up that trope, is what it feels like.
I can see that.
And now, whether or not that's just the persona she puts on, and she's smarter underneath, who knows?
And maybe that's why I was saying she has some kind of seduction, manipulation quirk because of her Valley Girl esque persona that she has. And
So here, you know what? Here, I'll give you a hint. And that small hint is going to be you're not far off with manipulation.
oh,
So again, you're not far off there, but it's definitely not seduction.
oh, come to think of it, I don't think seduction was my choice of words last week, but I'm in the general area.
I wanted to say it was seduction, unless it was something close to that, like synonymous or similar.
No, no, no. I forget what word I used to describe.
Either way, you're close. You're not quite there though. I found it really interesting to figure out that's what she had, which makes me wonder a lot of different things.
You know, maybe I'll just put it in like right here or something.
Just slot it in. This is what I said. I'm not a total moron. I might actually be right.
Future self will probably tell me what I said. I'm just inserting this here. The word I used last week was charm. Back to the podcast.
Um, yeah, no, this is interesting. I wasn't expecting them to get attacked by like fucking elementary schoolers. And for next episode, it definitely seems like we're getting some child abuse in there. If Bakugo has anything to say about it. Classic Bakugo. Violence first, everything else later.
And all those kids seem to be dicks.
Well, I mean, like, I'm really curious if Bakugo's right, and it's one kid, like maybe Purple Suit Kid, that's actually actually filling their head with those things. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if that's the case.
So maybe Purple Suit Kid is using his quirk to, like, make all the other kids total dicks.
It could be. because we didn't really get to see what the heck he's got going on as far as like a quirk. We saw the other kids starting to unleash them, and then all of them became like little dark, heartless blurs from like Kingdom Hearts for some reason. Like, I don't know what that was about. I don't know if that was just like to visually indicate something, or if that was like actually somebody's quirk happening.
Yeah. So it seems like Endeavor doesn't enjoy being the number one hero?
It seems more to me that he doesn't understand how to take over for All Might. Which kind of leads to All Might telling him basically, hey, you need to do this your way. You know, you need to follow your own path. You can't follow mine because we're too different.
And it's
The way you do things and the way I do things are so different that following the same path is nigh on impossible, essentially.
and it seems that crime is slowly going up ever since All Might stopped.
Yes, well, that's what happens when you lose a symbol like that. It's gonna have consequences like this. I forget where it was said. It was somewhere in one of the seasons, but it was said that like because of All Might just existing as a symbol the way he did, a lot of crime just didn't happen because they didn't want to risk being caught. Like it's that threat too for villains acting out and doing things.
Yeah, and I think. Oh, what was it now? That although Endeavor is trying to stop more crime, crimes are still happening.
Which makes you wonder if he's still doing more, how much has it straight up increased if Endeavor was doing things like he was before All Might left? If he hadn't been trying to step up his game, how much more crime would there be? How much bigger of a percentage would that be? Because the way he said it, it was 3% even after all that he's been doing.
Kind of makes you think about this.
That's why I want to ask the question, how much? How much is it actually?
I don't know. Oh, and I was looking into who is now the number 2 hero. We don't know, but we do know that Best Jeanist may be the number 3 hero currently.
If he's recovered, I assume he's recovered by now, with at least with somebody else's quirk helping him. I would assume he's recovered at this point. So yeah, he probably would be number 3 now.
Because I saw on Reddit somebody was saying, I think it was season 1, potentially 2, they mentioned he was the 4th hero. Now that everybody moved up a spot, he's in the number 3 spot.
I believe it was, I think it was the end of season 2 when he first showed up. No, it was season 3. It was probably like early season 3 because that's when Bakugo ended up working with him.
So we still don't know who the number 2 hero is.
No, we don't know who's taken Endeavor's place now, which is interesting. I'm curious who that would be.
Might they come along down the line? Or because I didn't see anything, wasn't it fully revealed yet?
It could be. You know, here's the interesting bit. And I've been actually popping in on the Team 4-star reviews of My Hero. So Kaiser Neko, the guy that like voices Trunks in the Abridged series and other things, he's read the manga, right? So one of the things he had mentioned was that like during the intros that we've been getting, those silhouettes that we see right at the start of that intro that are bouncing around the title, they're actually super important. I forget if he said it was in this season or next, or like in like a later part that's coming up right after this maybe. They're super important.
Oh.
They play a big role in something coming up, if not this arc.
Oh. Huh. Anything else to talk about? We talked about kids are dicks. We talked about Camie a bit. We talked about Endever and All Might talking.
The next episode mentions something about freaking I can't stop sparkling doing something or other, I guess. I don't know what's going on with that and why we've got to cut to that while this is going on.
Oh my god. Naval laser guy.
Yes, Naval Laser Man. I kind of don't want to cut away from this, mostly because I'm really curious if there's more that All Might and Endeavor want to say, because that was honestly the best part of this. I was super curious what it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a bit more than what we got. I'll be honest with you there. I thought there was going to be more to this than just, oh hey, what's it take to be number one? What does it mean to be a symbol? You know, I was expecting a bit more. I'm curious if there is more in another episode or so.
And my one thought is, why did Bakugo allow the kids to steal his grenade gauntlets?
Well, he said he took them off because he thought it would be dangerous. He probably set them to the side and they grabbed him as soon as he turned his back.
But he should watch those.
Yes, he should. He's not very responsible. What have you not noticed this?
I think Bakugo is in my top few favorite characters just because he's so angry.
People like Bakugo. The only thing that has stained him permanently, really, is that line he says to Deko at the start, which is just basically "go kill yourself." That's something that most people can't see as a redemption. Like, he can't be redeemed after that. He can get close, but that's one of the real harsh things he says that's a bit too far for most people.
Well, he's a badass.
I can't think of anything else, really. Yeah, we covered the kids. We covered Camie and just thoughts about her. Wind Boy's back, but there's not much to say about that besides the fact that, you know, he keeps slamming his head into the ground to apologize. I liked Present Mike a lot, because he got so sick and tired of just sitting in the stands not saying anything. And he had to jump down and start being a commentator. And then the other guy from the other school had to come down, and it's like, I'm going to teach you. You've been forgetting us. I'm going to be a guest commentator.
But that's who he is.
Like I said, I like Present Mike. He's probably one of my favorite teachers in the show.
You know, it would be hilarious if he was a potato. He would be a commentator.
Go in the corner. I haven't used that in a while. Go in the corner.
Oh. Should we end the episode?
You're going in a corner.
I guess you should do the outro.
We will see you next week. Maybe he'll be out of the corner by then. I haven't decided yet.